and welcome to this week's edition of the Matrix Report, presented by the Ganja Cabal. Today is Sunday, March 29th, 2015 of the Gregorian calendar. I'm your host, Matrix Wizard, and here are the stories we have for you on today's show. The Germanwings plane crash false flag fiasco, the ongoing military action by the Khazarian puppet state of Saudi Arabia against the country of Yemen, the California drought, and a wizard do-it-yourself matrix hack. But first, our top story. CERN announced on March 24th that there was a short circuit in one of the main mega magnets in the LHC, and that its attempts to create mini black holes to contact other dimensions is on indefinite hold. This is also the same day the Germanwings plane crash happened about 100 miles from the CERN complex, but more on that story later. CERN then issued a press release stating the short circuit actually occurred on March 21st, even though no testing was supposed to start until the 23rd. Seems the con of CERN strikes again. And this isn't the first time they've had problems with the LHC while trying to create mini black holes. Maybe the beings living in these other dimensions don't want to be contacted, especially by a bunch of unevolved egomaniacs. Someone made the analogy, these beings from other dimensions don't want some thugs kicking in their door and just put a stop to it. It sounds reasonable to me. So whether or not CERN ever gets to open the Stargate remains to be seen. Till then, as always, I got my camera and popcorn ready. Also on March 24th, a Germanwings Airbus A320 was intentionally crashed into a French mountainside by a supposedly suicidal co-pilot, killing all 150 on board. You know, the Khazarian mafia must really be getting broke. They can't even afford good scriptwriters anymore to cover their bullshit. I mean, seriously. They want us to believe that the co-pilot, who was a recent convert to Islam, whatever that means, was also suicidal because he just broke up with a girlfriend and had a history of depression dating back to 2009 when he underwent a year of quote-unquote treatment. So, because of all this, he decides to crash an airplane with 150 other people on board when the captain conveniently leaves the cockpit, even though it was a short flight. After locking the cockpit door, the co-pilot activated the descent button and sat silently in the cockpit while the captain banged on the cockpit door until impact. Really? Seriously? Stop. Come on. First of all, the captain has the code to unlock the cockpit door no matter what. That's why he's fucking captain. Right? Second, the new Airbus planes basically fly themselves and can be remotely piloted as well. So they should have had enough time to get on the satellite phones that all planes are equipped with and call in, say, hey, the co-pilot's crazy, I can't get in, take control of this plane. Problem solved. But they didn't. Plus, there are also reports of the plane being followed by French military aircraft for some reason. Also, what I want to know is, how the hell do you get the black box, go through the data, make a video diagram of the incident, find out the co-pilot has a history of depression and was suicidal because he just broke up with his girlfriend all in the span of 3 days? Hell, we never even found the black boxes from 9/11. Come the fuck on. So obviously the answer is they did. All this was a staged event. It was an MK Ultra sleeper to do their dirty work. That being another mass murder ritual to coincide with CERN's dance of destruction, even though it didn't happen, thank agree, and to possibly eliminate a Spanish intel team specializing in cyber terrorism. The Spanish team was involved in an investigation of the Swiss-owned company Crypto AG, which is actually Mossad front. This company has radio, Ethernet, STM, GSM, phone, and fax encryption services available in its portfolio, plus machines to go along with these services. Crypto AG has been accused of rigging its machines in collusion with the intelligence agencies around the world. And these investigators were onto them. So it makes sense that they need to be eliminated. Like I say, the proxy war continues. Also this week, a coalition of countries led by the Khazarian mafia puppet state of Saudi Arabia launched airstrikes, and imposed a naval blockade against your country of Yemen. This is obviously in response to the coup which overthrew the pro-Khazarian government 2 months ago in that country. Yemen is strategically important because of the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, which connects the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. It's the 4th biggest shipping choke point in the world by volume. It means a lot of oil goes through there, so obviously they want to have control of it. Yemen also borders the Gulf of Aden, which is rumored to have a Stargate under heavy military guard as well. So we'll see what happens there. Recently, the National Academy of Space Actors, aka NASA, has warned the state of California will run out of water in about a year. This will obviously have a major impact on residents when water rationing begins in the country's most populous state. An even bigger impact will be felt in the food supply of the country. California produces 97% of plums, 95% of celery, 95% of garlic, 89% of cauliflower, 71% of spinach, and 69% of carrots, and the list goes on. Nationally, products grown exclusively in California include almonds, artichokes, dates, figs, olives, pistachios, prunes, and raisins. Lemon yields in California are 50% higher than other states, and spinach yields are 60% higher per acre. Without California, supply of these products in this country and abroad will dip, and the first few years might even be impossible to find. Also, 78% of all ripe olives are grown in California. California is also the leading producer of strawberries, producing 1.4 billion pounds annually, which is 83% of the country's fresh and frozen strawberry production. So the bottom line is this: when the water runs out, not only will your diet be more limited, but the prices will be higher as well. Now, I'm sure most of you scavengers out there are probably thinking, well, who cares? I'll just eat more meat and potatoes. Well, here's the problem. The majority of your staple foods are considered commodities and priced daily on the open market. That includes meat and potatoes. More demand with the same or less production obviously means higher overall prices. We do live in a capitalistic society, unfortunately. Now, make no mistake, this is a manufactured event by criminal transnational corporations to take out an asset they didn't control, the San Joaquin Valley. The dams and reservoirs were intentionally drained off into the ocean starting in 2011 with the goal of killing off the San Joaquin Valley by 2014. Unfortunately, it seems they've accomplished their goal. The reality is that the rain in California has been within a perfectly normal range for the last 10 years. Barring the last 6 months, there has been no drought, and even if there was continued one, the reservoirs that were built to supply the San Joaquin had enough reserve, absent being drained obviously, to keep California agriculture alive for 5 full years with no rain at all. So yeah, the bastards, they're trying to starve us, and so if you live in America, you might want to become a little more self-sufficient. Learn how to garden and install get an AK. Because hunger games might be coming to a district near you. Let me tell you, if the food runs out, the zombies are going to fall back on their addiction to meat. They're not going to care where it comes from, including your face. All I know is this: some zombies come around here looking for some food. The only thing they're going to get is some 7.62 rounds. That's it. Finally for today, I have a little matrix hack for you: how to get rid of a poltergeist. What do you do when a poltergeist leaves a creepy ass rubber chicken on your kitchen counter after it's been harassing everyone in the house for a few weeks? You salt and burn that shit. That'll burn. What's up now, creepy chicken? Yes, the wizard has a crazy life, but it's on a day's work, you know. That's all we have for you for today's show. I'd like to thank the UC Network. I'd like to thank the Ganja Cabal. I'd like to thank my personal security advisor, the Deacon, and of course, His Supreme Highness Rudy. Don't forget to tune in to next week's show. We have a special fraudulent holiday edition for you. It's at Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern American Standard Time. Till then, smoke them if you got 'em.